DNA is a molecule in each of our cells, and it essentially acts as kind of like an instruction manual. So the 4 different bases, as they're called, are adenine, thymine, guanine, and cytosine. And there is a pairing rule. So guanine and cytosine always pair together, and thymine and adenine always pair together. I was always taught that the way to remember that is that the C and the G are both curved, and that's how you remember that those 2 always go together. So they pair together to form the rungs of the ladder, and actually the ladder has got a bit of a twist to it, which gives it that sort of double helix structure that you often see in sort of television and things like that.
Now this is a model of a molecule of DNA. DNA molecules are made of a large number of atoms and are quite complicated.
Okay. It's a double helix, but it has to go the right way.
I don't know which way it goes. All right.
DNA and RNA are both chiral molecules, which means that they have a particular handedness, because chiral actually comes from the Greek for hand.
Matthew 5 verses 29. And if thy right eye offend thee, pluck it out, and cast it from thee, for it is profitable for thee that one of thy members should perish, and not that thy whole body should be cast into hell. Strong's G188 means the right hand, the right side, or the right. The same Strong's is used in Matthew 5 verses 29. If thy right eye offend thee, pluck it out. Does it mean if thy left eye offend thee, let it remain? No, for the offense is not bound to the right eye. Likewise, the mark in the right hand, which can also mean the right side, is not bound to the right, but can be on either sides. The mark in the right hand is a literal mark on either sides. It doesn't matter which side you get the mark. The Strong's used indicates if you receive this mark inside your temple, you have entered into a covenant with the beast, which means you have handed over your power and strength to him. You have taken the Most High's property and handed it over to the thief. You have not rendered to the Most High what belongs to him. It's not a coincidence that DNA and RNA is right-handed, and the word used to describe DNA and RNA is chiral. Altered right-handed DNA and RNA gives life to the image of the beast.
The hands of DNA? They're mirror images of them.
The structure of DNA was discovered in the 1950s, and it was the combined work of people like Watson and Crick and Franklin and Wilkins, and it was using various techniques like X-ray diffraction. There are a number of forms of DNA, but there are three main forms. So these are the A form, the B form, and the Z form that you find. So the B form is the one that Watson and Crick are describing in their 1953 paper, but Franklin also discovered the A form, and the Z form is the only one of those three that actually has a left-handed double helix structure. So the other two have got a right-handed double helix structure to it.
What makes that right-handed type?
Right, okay, so it has to, yeah, it has to go. If you looked at it and followed it round, it has to go clockwise, I think.
So there's a couple of ways to remind yourself as to how the DNA double helix is supposed to go. The first one is that as I think of it as a staircase. Now, if you were going to climb that staircase, if you need to use your right hand, that means it's a right-handed double helix shape. And the other way is, for me, I will turn it clockwise like that, which to the camera is obviously that way around. In popular culture, you see the DNA double helix all over the place. I mean, news reports, movies, everything. I suppose the big one is Gattaca.
For to be carnally minded is death, but to be spiritually minded is life and peace. Because the carnal mind is enmity against God, for it is not subject to the law of God, neither indeed can be. For the vision is yet for an appointed time, but at the end it shall speak and not lie. Though it tarry, wait for it, because it will surely come, it will not tarry. Verily, verily, I say unto you, I am the door of the sheep. All that ever came before me are thieves and robbers, but the sheep did not hear them. I am the door. By me, if any man enter in, he shall be saved, and shall go in and out, and find pasture. The thief cometh not but for to steal, and to kill, and to destroy. I am come that they might have life, and that they might have it more abundantly. If we live in the Spirit, let us also walk in the Spirit.